Powered by Riverside.
It's the Dynasty front office, and we are building you championships one trade at a time. I'm your host, Jesse Schneeman, and I'm here with the two best friends anyone could ever have. Playoff time, regular season, doesn't matter. They're the best friends anyone could ever have. Starting with the auspicious Austin Bell. How you doing tonight, Austin?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. Went 500 on my Dynasty week last week. So I'm about just as good as my Panthers, 500. I lost some I shouldn't have lost, won some I shouldn't have won, but here we are.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I went 7-3. Had 7 buys.
All right, next.
So I have 14 games, but I'm taking 4 zeros out of JSN at the moment at halftime, so I'm a little bit on tilt.
Yeah, I went
Major Mike Casper.
Yeah,
how you doing tonight, Mike?
I went 2-7, so I had my worst week. I think this is the first time I've ever been below 500. But silver lining, the women's Aggies volleyball team is going to the national finals tonight. They blew out Pittsburgh, University of Pittsburgh, and they're kind of a sleeper, but they beat the undefeated team Nebraska earlier this week, so they're on a roll. Plus, I'm going to the game on Saturday. Their football team playing the Hurricanes. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. That's good stuff.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
that is a better layout. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. Lee McCormick in chat. That is a better camera layout.
Nice.
So yeah, congrats, Mike. That's awesome.
No, I'm stoked.
So I had some West Point cadets staying at my house over the weekend for Army Navy. Go Army.
And they lost too.
You're supposed to say beat Navy, but yeah, they lost.
Well, yeah, they didn't. So that's why I didn't say anything.
Now, you can't say
it. There's always next year. So, but shout out Bradley and Casey, two really cool guys. Really nice. I'm sorry, low key, legit, goated young men.
No.
Did they teach you how to say that? How long did you have to practice
They
that?
did. Yeah, I'm losing my unk status.
I don't know about that. You might be losing your paw status, but the unk status is definitely safe.
I'll lose paw status. I mean, I'm literally Bradley's uncle, so.
Oh, well, you definitely won't lose that status then.
Yeah. All right, so Michael, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us when we're not podcasting?
Yeah, so catch us on YouTube and Facebook, Dynasty Front Office, Twitter, X, at Front Office FF. But mainly join the Discord. The link is in the description. We'll be live here every Thursday, followed by the pod release on Fridays. Please like and subscribe. And Listener League, going into the semifinals, baby. And none of us are in it. But it is active, and we still have shirts for year 1 players and some for the year 2 players. So join the Discord, become a part of the family. And in tonight's episode, we are bringing you the trade banger of the week and more trades, in addition to a Listener League recap and a look ahead into the upcoming matchups in the Listener League and a little pop culture fun.
So, all right, before we transition real quick, Austin, I didn't set you up. I'm wearing my ugly Christmas sweater.
It's Eagles, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
No, he said ugly. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's how I knew. All right, so round 1 week recap. So in Division 1, just for some essay for those that don't know how our Listener League goes. So we do have divisions, and there are 2 hosts in each division. So in Division 1 is Chad and Austin. Division 2 is myself and Jesse. And so in Division 1 this week, Chad got smoked by our good friend Daz. He lost 191 to 153. Daz had a pretty consistent showing by JMO and Nakua, Chase and Jacob, so lots of good studs to get it done. And Chad, his big hiccup, though it wouldn't have mattered probably anyways, He started Shador over Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud.
How could you?
It's a bold call. Yeah, Shador was coming off the big game. I mean, took a big swing. Didn't work out.
Didn't
Take
work
your
out.
shots.
But he did also have less than 10 points from Justin Jefferson and Brees, and that just does not get it done in the playoffs. So, so good luck to Daz. Moving on. In Division 2, we had Jamie versus Dave, and Dave also had a similar blowout, 198 to 150, but he had the stack of Etienne and T-Law, who had 85 points to lead him to the easy victory. Jamie just had average games from every player except for Goddard, so it just wasn't enough to overcome those major spike games. As far as our look ahead into round 2 for Division 1, we have Daz versus Sun Devils. Sun Devils is riding Josh Allen, Gibbs, and JT, and Daz is going in with Nakua and Chase, so definitely got some studs to look for on their teams. And
so real quick, that's Daniel Raff from I didn't actually graduate, but I went to Arizona State. I graduated college, just not that one. But yeah, that's Daniel Raff, Sun Devils, and it's an international match. Daz is in England.
He's in the UK,
right?
yeah. He's in the UK.
Yeah.
I always screw up his first name, though. I can't remember it right now, so I'm sorry.
It's Darren
Fitzpatrick. That's it. There we go. So I think Daz is going to win. He's coming back to defend his title. Do you guys have any, looking at their matchup, do you guys have a winner for Division 1 to represent you, I guess, Austin, in the championship?
I think Daz slightly, but I do agree it's going to be pretty even. These two teams with Chad have been the cream of the crop in Division 1 pretty much the entire season. They've gone 1 through 3 in the standings almost the entire season. So it's really a coin flip. And as long as they win the following week, I'm pulling for whoever wins.
Yeah, I gotcha. What about you, Jesse? Any preference, or you just don't care because it's not okay?
ASU all the way, baby. I'm going Sun Devils.
There you go. All right. And in Division 2, we have Dave versus Dallas. So Dallas Hyder. Jesse just traded Dallas Tyler Show. So Shucks. Sorry. So now, believe it or not, the number 2 seed finally has a second quarterback. So he's got Dak Prescott, he's got James Cook, Trevion Henderson, and CMC. So lots of good running back depth there. Dave really needs Lamar to return to form to have a big game along with Nico and AJ Brown. So I don't know if he'll be able to get that done. My prediction is Dallas. He is starting 2 tight ends in his flexes, so that's a little bit scary. But Loveland now he's got Loveland on his team, and with Burden and Rome out, I think could be a really nice game for Loveland and Swift. So I think Dallas is going to take it to represent our division. Jesse, what do you think?
I'm going to go. Yeah, I mean, Dallas is sort of the house I've built. I made a couple of trades with him lately, so I got to go with my boy Dallas. I mean, I love you, Dave Donaldson, but I got to go with Dallas because I made those trades. So I sort of have to root for the guy, That's one of the trades we talked about last week that didn't get done, actually got done. So I traded Shuck for QJ, Quentin Johnston.
Gotcha. And what about you, Austin?
Yeah, I think Dallas's team is the top tier team in Division 2. It's seemed like it most of the season. So now that he's got a second quarterback, as long as Shuck doesn't,
Shuck the
flatten
bed
out. Yeah, exactly. Good one. And as long as he doesn't do that, then I feel like he's pretty easily the best team in the division.
Gotcha.
In that weak Division 2. Sorry.
That's all right.
You can't argue it. It's okay though.
I mean, I can't argue it. No, I had a losing record. Lots of studs on my team. It was depressing, but that's it. That's our Listen to the League recap. You guys got anything else? Good luck.
Well, lots of drama.
All involved.
Yeah.
Lots of drama. Either Austin or I get moved back to the 112 in our rookie draft. So,
yeah.
Go Donaldson and go Dallas. That's all I have to say.
Well, they can't both go, but yeah.
We're going to form Transor Z.
Voltron?
I'm trying to find a reference you guys would understand.
I didn't get that one either. So I'm going to go ahead and move to Lee McCormick's question. He had a start 1 Pittman or AD Mitchell.
I like AD Mitchell. I don't like just
I think
answer.
I do too.
Mike answered Pittman, but I like AD Mitchell.
Even with
I mean,
Cook throwing him the ball?
That is true.
yeah, it looked good for one drive last week. And that's
the problem is he's going to play more than one.
I think the New Orleans is. That's why I said they're the DST to start. Like, didn't he throw like 3 picks or something?
I mean, he's just terrible. I guess
that's why.
I guess it has to
I mean,
be
if
Pittman.
he gets one bomb, I guess, but like, I don't know.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Rivers didn't look like he could throw the ball more than like
that's my issue.
Yards. It looked
and that's
so
including
bad.
Like the yards to get to the line of scrimmage.
He was really lucky he didn't get any pressure, and he did get it out quickly, but
yeah.
Ugh. I can't. I'm going AD Mitchell and crossing my fingers, man, that he catches one of those bombs. It's really a tough choice. If you can make a trade, that'd be a better option.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we're up to the trade banger now. This is the trade banger of the week, the deal that's too good, too bad, or just too wild not to talk about. If you've got a trade that shook up your league, send it our way, and it just might be next week's banger. This week, we have an email, and this is a doozy to say the least. I'm just going to go ahead and start with the email. It said, esteemed keepers of takes, arbiters of value, men who have never had 9 players on the IR at the same time. I don't know who he's talking to because I've definitely been there. This message is being transmitted from the wreckage. My name is Michael, and I'm currently competing in the semifinals while commanding what can only be described as a fantasy football triage center. I have 9 players on injured reserve, several others listed as active in the same way a folding chair is listed as structurally sound, and exactly 0 margin for error. This trade was not a choice. This trade was an event. And he made a trade with an individual we're going to call Matty. We're going to keep his real name out of here for this time. He says, at approximately the moment hope began to flicker, Matty, the owner that we all know, trust, and will absolutely accuse of malice, appeared, just like he always does. Calm, patient, smelling weakness, a man who knew the playoffs were happening now, not in 2026. So to get to the trade, this is what happened. Our man Michael received Travis Kelce, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Chris Godwin. And he gave up Rome Odunze, Marvin Harrison Jr., and his own, which is going to be late 26 first. Jesse, what is Michael doing here?
Can I address the letter he sent you first?
Yeah, this is a pretty good one.
Well, it just sounds like a bunch of tears, like whining and crying to me, man. This is fantasy football. We all get injuries, man. This game is as much luck as anything, especially once you get in the playoffs. Michael Casper. This is our co-host, Mike, in case anybody hadn't figured
yes,
it out.
Yes, it is. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Which league was this?
Pokemon. Gotta catch them all.
So I'm not actually playing against you. But yeah, it was definitely desperate. I feel like you got taken. My biggest issue is Austin. Is Travis Kelce startable without Mahomes?
I mean, that's
he
better be in this trade. He better be with this trade. I do think Minshew's probably going to hyper target him. As you can tell, he lost him the game last week trying to target him when he wasn't open at all. So I do feel like Minshew's going to say, hey, I know that guy, he can catch, and try to throw it near him. Now, whether or not anything comes out of that, I have no idea, but I think I'm fine starting him, but obviously you don't feel as good without Patrick Mahomes back there, but he definitely could see 10 to 12 targets, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Okay. I mean, my worry is that they won't even be able to move the ball. It's not going to be a functional offense. I mean, I know Gardner's not terrible.
No, he was all right on the Colts. Like, he was fine. He got it done.
All right. I mean, he was Hurts backup for a little while as well. But he's just, I guess his bigger thing is he's kind of a gunslinger with just like doesn't have the arm to be a gunslinger, so he's going to throw picks. And I don't know if Andy Reid's really going to stand for that. They're not going to throw the ball downfield. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Would you start Kelsey or Strange?
They play Denver this week, don't they?
Yeah, Denver does suck a lot against linebackers, and we are missing, or tight ends, and we are missing one of our safeties. So I might go Strange.
Yeah, I mean it feels like a coin flip,
but it is a
not a
flip,
bad
I
one,
think.
to
Yeah.
be honest.
But I didn't
Especially
have Strange.
if
so.
Rice doesn't play.
Yeah,
yeah.
It
If there's
look
no Rice, then it's gonna feel like it's gonna have to be Kelsey.
Yeah.
If Rice plays, I actually think the offense could be decent for a week. Because Rice is so good underneath. Reed should be able to scheme up Rice and Kelsey enough to move the offense, move the chain slowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm off the ledge a little bit with Kelsey.
Yeah, no, like I get it. These could be his last couple of games of his career.
Well, they're going to be
season.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess for me, Mike, is how did you value Amon-Ra in this trade?
So,
because I mean, the other pieces are auxiliary on your side, in my opinion. So, like, what was Amon-Ra's value here?
So we have to preface this with Maddie values Amon-Ra pretty much above anyone. I feel like as far as
he has him
wide
at
receivers go,
at 3 in his ranking, and it's like steady 3. Like it's not. He stays there no matter who goes 1 and 2 and who's 4 and 5. Like Amon-Ra is always like 3.
Yeah.
So yes.
So when he had started the discussion, it was, sorry, gosh, Rome and Harrison for Amon-Ra is basically what he was talking, which I expected.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ish. Yeah.
Especially at playoff time.
Then Godwin and Kelsey,
Godwin
and Kelsey in a 1.75 premium, like I didn't feel like was that far off. And he was trying to get more, and I said absolutely not. So I mean, this was. I mean, and Rome's already ruled out, right? Like and I guess this is kind of my question for you guys: is what point do you get? Because now I think my starting lineup is decent. Like I think it legitimately has a pretty good chance. Like I've got good players on there. But like Rome was just ruled out. So if I wouldn't have made this trade, I would have no chance, still have my first, still have 2 young players that we have question marks about. Whereas I've got at least one stud that I know of where if it, really tanks next year, maybe I sell him off for, a younger player and a draft pick and, try to reverse psychology it. But at what point have you ever gone into the semifinals where you're like, literally starting guys that are expected like less than 5 points, and you're like, "Yep, I'm just going to roll with it, and we'll see what happens." At what point do you make a move?
I mean, I'm doing that this week in a league, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like my roster's here. I felt like I didn't really deserve to make it that far, and I'm just going to keep rolling with what I have. So I guess my thought process is different. I mean, maybe if I make it next week, then things change. But that league, I still have all my picks. It just doesn't feel like a real winner roster. I mean, I'm starting A.D. Mitchell, for instance. Like that's kind of where I'm at, and I have no depth on my bench. So, like for me, moving 2 guys we all believe in tremendously in their dynasty outlook. Yes, they have their question marks, especially in the short term. But I mean, both of these players are extremely talented that we believe situations should vastly improve in the future. I don't know how much depth you have on the team, but
I mean, no, it's all in the IR. That's the problem.
That's
like
fair.
I was starting guys like Troy Franklin would have been a starter, which I don't love against Jacksonville. And Bryant is coming back this week, so that's why I wasn't as excited about that if I had to do that. So I'm trying to pull up the roster now.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, and I'm not going to do that generally. I've been going through all of my rosters constantly and just trying. Once you get into the semifinals, I mean, you're 1 game away from the finals. You kind of owe that to your team to make the moves.
Another trade just happened in that league. Chad did it.
Yeah, he did.
He got Pickens for Gadsden.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
0.75 Premier League.
It's been a while. That's been a while.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
Chad's making moves in that league.
yeah, but I mean, I've got Lamar, Herbert, ETN, obviously tough matchup, but Kyle Pitts, CMC, like,
Talking to the mic, sir.
sorry, Kyle Pitts,
Yeah.
CMC, lots of
Let's
guys
get
that
back on.
if I don't try to win it now, that like I don't think this is I made it to the semifinals. Sit back and see what happens, and get CMC for pennies on the dollar. And I don't have a chance to win the ship.
Understood. Let's get back to the trade itself. Well, you made it because you want to win a championship. What's it going to look like next year?
I mean, depends. I mean,
Austin,
does
is there a chance
Amon Ra go down that much? Like,
Mike, I'm not asking you.
I work here too, Jesse.
No, your glasses are too colored on this one. Austin, is there a chance that Mike could come out ahead in this trade a year from now?
I mean, there's always a chance when we talk Dynasty, of course.
I mean, is there a plausible chance?
I would say it's 80-20 a loss in the long run.
Okay.
The 20's really the injury on the young guys. That would kind of be the thing. I mean, unless we just misvalued both of those players as prospects and what we've seen them do at times early in their careers. Between Roma Dunze and Marvin Harrison Jr., we both could easily see avenues at this time next year that are more valuable than Amon Ra themselves. So to give up two of them and a first for, I mean, we'll say two players that have some kind of future value. Because I mean, I don't really see an avenue where Kelsey comes back another year. I mean, we've seen stranger things, sure, but the couple leagues I have him, I'm assuming it's the last 2 weeks of his fantasy career. And if that wins you a ship, then that makes stuff worth it at the end of the day. We play to win the game. Y'all told me that last week. So, if those pieces help you win the championship, then sure. But Godwin to me is a huge question mark. I know he's been okay the last 2 weeks since everything's kind of come back together. But, I mean, they have 4 receivers that they really like. Evans is a free agent, but he's not going anywhere. I think he retires before he goes to play somewhere else. So between Evans, Godwin, Egbuka, and McMillan, it's a lot of mouths to feed on a weekly basis to see consistent production from fantasy side. So it really falls down to Amon Ra and against those 3 picks for me when substantial value speaks.
Okay.
Interesting. I've always liked Godwin. So,
I mean, I love the player, but it's just really busy there. I'm just worried that he's not going to see. I mean, he needs 8 targets a week to be fantasy relevant enough to be comfortable to start every week, and I just don't know if he's going to get that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll have to pay attention to what Mike does in that league. Of course, we will because I'm still alive in the playoffs, and so is Chad.
Yeah, I'm playing Chad, so we'll find out.
Yeah, and I've got a question. Might evolve that league later on with one of our trades. All right, that was the trade banger of the week. Austin, you want to do the out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you have a trade banger, please put it in the Discord or email us at dynfo.official@gmail.com.
All right. Before we jump into all these trades, I just got a counter that I need to run by you guys.
Okay.
The counter is fine. He just added a 4th and a 5th, so I don't care.
Yeah, who cares?
But I guess what I'm going to ask you is, should I have sent this offer to begin with? I need a player. Rashee Rice is out. I don't really want to start Brenton Strange as my next best option. A.J. Brown is wide receiver 10 on the year. Has 3 out of his last 4, 5 out of his last 6, something like that. 100-yard games. Had the touchdown last week. I offered a first, playoff first. Well, not just a playoff first. I'm in the semis, so.
Yeah. So it's a 1st, a 4th, and a 5th?
Yeah.
How good is your team for next year? Like, you don't have to tell me the players. Like, are you going to be a contender next year?
Really, really good. I'm coming
Then-
out of a
then
rebuild.
then do
and
it.
Take the deal and go.
it is a stud team.
As long as this isn't a last year of your window, this is the perfect kind of trade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I have someone else's mid first and a high second as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, if he wasn't, no offense if the person's listening, if he wasn't smart enough to try to counter with that second just to see what you would do with it, then you deserve to take it and run.
All right, done. AJ Brown for a late first, fourth, and a fifth.
Yeah, nice.
I really needed it. The rest of my team is stacked.
Can I ask you guys a counter that I had also just gotten while we were going
Sure,
over
yeah,
last
of
one?
course. Yeah, you work here.
That's what we're doing. Oh,
So-
hold on, before you start, chat. If y'all have any trades, please put
Yes.
them in our.
Yeah, put them in the
put 'em
chat.
in the
We'll address
chat.
them
You
live
know,
on air.
we're just talking trades tonight. So
help you make some decisions. Yeah, so big contender just coming out of a rebuild, got lots of young pieces. I was just offered Bijan for Amari and Hampton, my 27 first and his 27 first.
Yeah,
you're getting Hampton or you're getting Bijan.
I'd be getting Bijan.
yeah, you got to do that.
How good is his team?
I don't think it's great. I know he's not in the playoffs anymore, at least. I want to say he finished.
Okay, so not that good is what you're telling me.
No,
That's
yeah,
all,
actually,
that's all I really know.
well, he just got bounced last round, actually, so he lost in the quarterfinals.
I think you'll regret the trade, but if it wins you a championship, it wins you a championship.
Okay.
But
Isn't
I
it
personally
essentially-
think you'll regret it.
Isn't it essentially the trade that you and I just made, Austin?
Yeah, except for I think it's actually worse because you're giving up 227 first, which are going to be extremely expensive as these next months roll along. I think we're going to get to the point that when draft season comes, you're not going to be able to trade your late 26 first for a 27 first. We've seen it before. It's happened multiple years.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get there. So to give up two of those is a lot of leverage to say that Amari and Hampton's not going to be a similar tier player to Bijan.
So I don't mind giving him his back just in case something happens to my team.
Okay.
But do you think so? I've got 3 seconds from this coming draft. Should I give him his first and like one of those seconds?
Well, I mean, if you're coming out of a rebuild and you think your team's that good, and it's getting that good, I would send your first and a
I
second
don't have
or two.
I don't have my first.
No,
team.
the 27.
Oh, the
you said.
27 first.
Yeah. If you believe your team's going to be better than his, bet on yourself. Yeah, Chad's
done to that
speaking
too.
up. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't like this. Like, I think it's a ton of leverage, and we're going to get to this, Jesse, with your trade.
But you can't do a 26 first.
No,
He doesn't have one.
You
No.
don't have one. Okay.
no,
Yeah.
I've got 3
So-
seconds.
I think it's in 12 months. I think there's a decent possibility. Y'all are all Amari and Hampton fans more than I am, that they're not necessarily going to be in the same tier, but not going to be especially too first apart.
Okay.
But y'all, like y'all say, if it wins you a championship, it wins you a championship. But who knows what the scoring could be? I mean, this week.
Yeah.
It could be 5 points difference in your starting RB position, and you gave up two what will become extremely expensive assets as they accumulate value.
Okay. I did counter with the 1.
Yeah.
Just to see.
I think-
if he doesn't, then I think I'm okay rolling with what I got. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's worth fishing. I think one of them is okay because you're getting a piece in Bijan that is movable for about whatever you want in fantasy. But to move that's a great segue into the trade me and Jesse just made about an hour before the pod started. I lost this week in a league that I have finished second in 4 years in a row. So my thought is let's do a little retool and see if we can improve my roster because unfortunately it was only getting worse, not better. Yeah. Anyway, both of y'all have beat me in the championship over those 4 years. So anyways, Jesse, I put Jahmyr Gibbs on the block. Jesse almost instantly messaged me and said, what would it take to get from Ashton Genty to Jahmyr Gibbs? And I really didn't know. I said, hey, man, give me a little bit. Let me think about it. Actually called and talked to our friend previously mentioned, Maddie, just to kind of see if what my thought process was, one, reasonable, and two, enough. And I kind of just said, yeah, I kind of want his next 2 years first. Like, I feel like that's a lot, but these are guaranteed late first. I mean, Jesse's roster is extremely good, and it's not going to get any worse next year. So I'm kind of valuing these picks at, unfortunately, 10, 11, or 12.
Yeah.
So, I sent it, and I'll let Jesse tell the rest of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just accepted right away. I had in my mind that I would love to do Genty in a first and something, but I would go up to Genty in 2 firsts. It's too much. I shouldn't pay that. But considering that this year, since I had a buy, it's 110, 11, or 12 guaranteed, right? It can't even be 109. So it's guaranteed late first this year.
It could be the 109, but yeah.
Yeah, it can be. If you lose the next 2 weeks, it can be 9.
Yeah, if you lose both weeks, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. There's
my man said I'm not losing both weeks.
Anyway.
I want to see you lose so bad.
You made me lose my train of thought. Yeah. Anyway, that was my price. It's basically I'm putting my foot on the throat of I want to win a championship. I have a stud roster. They're healthy as up till now. Hopefully I get through this week healthy, but there's no guarantee that I'll be in this position next year. So I'm going for it. The fact that the late 26 first is definitely depressed value in people's minds. I knew I was going to have to do more than that. So I kind of figured it was going to be that. When I clicked on the trade, I was just crossing my fingers that he didn't want more. If you wanted more than that, it wasn't happening.
Nah, it felt tough to send, not only from the getting rid of Gibbs part, because it's a start 1 RB league, but there are bonuses per point per carry. Mm-hmm. So, Gibbs he's about as untouchable as a piece in that league as you can get, because when he scores big, he outscores everybody. I knew the 27 first was the piece that was going to be involved. I couldn't decide if I wanted one of the players, because you said any non-starter is available, and you had guys like DK Metcalf, Kamara. To me,
John Johnson.
Yeah.
His name's John, by the way. Read it. That's how it's spelled.
Okay.
John Johnson.
And then you also had T. Higgins and Pitts. I know they were in your starting lineup, but to me, if I wanted one of those, you could have put DK in. It wouldn't have been that much different for me. So my thought was, would I rather have the 26 first or one of those guys? And they were all kind of the same. And I had enough of those older vet players that I just wanted to get a draft pick because I don't have any coming forward. So that's kind of where it went.
Yeah, Pitts, yes. T. Higgins, no. Absolutely would not have substituted him for one of those firsts.
That's fair. I mean,
I would have loved if you wanted Pitts instead.
Yeah. And I knew you would do that one. That was the one of the pieces that in my head, I knew you would do that.
Although if Drake London doesn't play this week, I mean, he's a great start. Pitt's a great start. And even if London does start this week, he's still a good start.
Yeah. I feel like you almost have to start him even with, obviously if you've got certain pieces, of course not. But, on your average start 10 dynasty roster, I feel like you kind of have to start him this week just because he put up the highest half PPR tight end production since 1983 last week. It's kind of
crazy.
You kind of got to take the shot.
One of the biggest contrarian takes of all time if you bench him.
Yeah, you got to take that shot.
You can't even live with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Mike asked me starting Lamar or Bo Nix, and I'm like, can you live with not starting Lamar? But
I'm a Broncos fan. I have to believe.
I understand. There's a very good chance that Bo Nix outscores him, but it's what you can live with on your bench.
Yeah. Can you lose with Lamar giving you 55 on the bench?
Right. Yeah,
And
that's the kind of thing
that's the part that I can't get past. Like you just start your studs and hope at this point in the season for me.
I might pay for the next 2 years and leave.
Like you said, you did with Hurts. You sold Hurts. He became a starter, and you just said, "Yo, I'm out. I can't take it."
I can't do it.
Can I ask
Like,
you?
what do you?
Oh, go ahead.
I want to know what you think of the trade, just for if you can separate yourself from the league. And
I mean, naturally, I hated it.
if you can,
it's
if you
personal.
can unbias yourself.
No, I mean, I loved it for Austin's side completely.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I'm not a big Genty believer because I not that I don't think he's good. It's just I think it could be close to as bad next year too, even with a rookie quarterback. Like, it doesn't mean it's going to get better. It
absolutely could be.
So,
we always assume that just because it's a new coaching staff, it's going to be a better coaching staff. That's not necessarily going to be true.
Yeah, but having the installation Austin has with the team he already has, like, he doesn't really have weaknesses in there. He just always gets unlucky in the playoffs. Is pretty much what it is every single time. Like, he's always consistently still keeps all of his draft picks, drafting good players. It's just, for whatever reason, never works out in the playoffs. So now he's got that leverage and those pieces if he ever wants to go all in. Like, my run is probably over after this year, unless they can stay healthy going into one more year, and so it'll be a changing of the guard, so to speak. So I don't mind him picking up that capital.
Are you gonna do a rebuild?
Well, no.
I mean, we already have four rebuild teams. I don't think you can.
No one will trade with me, so they're all going to just die on my roster.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a really tough league. It's extremely top heavy and extremely bottom heavy. So you're kind of either contending or you're terrible. Well, now everybody's either that one of the other. It's really hard to make trades. Like, I was looking to trade Amon-Ra as well, kind of do a similar down tier, gain an additional asset for the player I really liked. And there's obviously only so many teams that want to do that right now, but none of y'all have picks.
Yeah.
None of them. Like, now that I took Jesse's, nobody has picks.
I did.
Yeah, like nobody. So, and then 3 or 4 rosters have all the picks.
Yeah, and I was trying to make a trade with a lower tiered team because so you only start one wide receiver, but I was stupid and traded Chase this offseason to try to diversify more and not be so top heavy. But now that I don't have that stud receiver, I'm like, if I got one stud receiver for my roster. And so I was trading with one of the bottom teams, and I'm like, hey, here's, there's Lad plus, a couple other younger players, and there's just no dice there. So I was like, well, I'm never, that's like my one thing I'm really worried about.
All right, last question, then we'll move on to the next trade. Mike, would you have done the trade?
To get Gibbs?
In my position.
Probably, yeah. With how I've been operating this week, yeah. Maybe it's because I'm so tilted because I lost so many quarterfinals that I'm like, I'm winning a championship somewhere. I don't care where it is, but I'm going all in everywhere.
Nice. Yeah, I've been going pushing some chips in myself.
Can I ask another offer that I made that I was told I'm kind of that crazy? So someone was asking for Bijan in a league, and they were wanting to trade Justin Jefferson plus what? Is Justin Jefferson plus Garrett Wilson crazy?
No.
That seems fair to
that trade.
Yeah. You're asking for that?
I was asking. I'm no longer a contender. I have Bijan. Someone came asking for Bijan, who is a contender.
Do you have a small piece that you can throw in that might even help them?
I think he needs like a nice vet piece, like if Devontae Adams was healthy. To me, that's the perfect piece to throw in.
Mike Evans.
I think I have that piece.
Yeah, but of course he's not healthy.
But he's not healthy. Yeah, so.
Yeah. I think that would be the perfect piece to leverage that trade out in. The going for it now with also getting enough value back to lose two superstars.
It was what about Terry?
That's not.
Or is that too much?
Terry?
Yeah,
he doesn't do enough for me, and he's even startable.
Yes, I would try that.
Yeah. I don't think that's enough, but I mean, you can try it for sure.
I'd give that a shot. Yeah.
Is he even startable?
Yeah.
Scary Terry. Yeah, he's been great the past couple of weeks. Yeah, he had 20.
Was that the week
before?
It
depends on the format, I guess. 20 points last week, 8 the week before that, but then 25 the week before that, and that's coming off the injury. So,
okay.
Yeah, it got instant reject. It might have been the fastest rejection I've ever seen. So I wasn't sure if I was crazy off base there, but
I mean, it feels like an extreme number, but it's also really hard to sell Justin Jefferson right now at his current market value.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like, as
Yeah.
someone who has Justin Jefferson shares, I do think your price point is probably accurate, but it's really hard to move that player. Like when 4 months ago they were even tiered. If not, it took Bijan plus something to go to JJ. So I'm sure that was a big shock value. Like he probably just like a big old middle finger to you when that trade came in. Like, haha, I'm coming to get this guy at his lowest point in his NFL career value.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
so
sense.
probably a little bit there. And Garrett Wilson's depressed as well. If the Jets ever could get a quarterback, his value should skyrocket.
Well, I asked the person who was the last quarterback the Jets had that was good, and he said Ryan Fitzpatrick. So
Probably for fantasy, that's probably
Yeah.
right.
I know. I was like, well, maybe Jameis will go there next year. That would be fun, right? That'd at least be fun.
Yeah, he's under contract though.
Ah, boo. Let Jameis cook.
All right, what we got next?
What? All right. So I'll just start with the first one I see here. So we've got Dylan Sampson on one side, a 26-second, or Derrick Henry. So I guess the main question is what's Derrick Henry worth if you're a contender right now? I think just a second has been getting it done in most of the things I've seen.
Yeah, it's kind of where
I think
wanna
it's a
be
fair
at.
trade.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine if it helps you win these next 2 weeks. Dylan Sampson shouldn't be a big enough piece to hurt you in the short term.
So what are we saying, Jesse? Naughty or nice? Is that what we're supposed to be saying
Yes,
with these
naughty
ones?
or nice. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice
nice
for
one.
both sides.
nice.
Yeah, nice.
What about the Gibbs? What about the Gibbs trade?
Naughty, baby.
Naughty. Yeah, Austin's naughty with that one.
I'm calling it nice.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
right. Next.
Next one, we got Rico Dowdle on one side, Kenneth Walker on the other side, who was struggling until tonight. Josh Jacobs on the other side, and a 2026 third.
How many
So
sides are
Dowdle-
there?
Yeah, right. Dowdle and Walker for Jacobs and a third.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
this was.
It's hard
when
to
I
not
saw
have
it,
bias
Well-
because of the game now.
I don't have any Walker shares, so I don't know what he's doing tonight. And I
Yeah.
still think I would take the Walker side.
Okay. Yeah,
Go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say I like the Walker side too. Jacobs, while he's been good, like he's severely banged up. Like it could be a catastrophic injury this week. I feel like I don't know. He's been great, but he's also like very banged up. You can see it.
I like the Jacobs side.
Yeah, I'm praying for Walker to leave Seattle. That's kind of my
Same.
my hope when taking that side. As you pray that he goes somewhere where he can get 65% of the touches consistently.
So, you're gonna say naughty or nice on this one?
It's a nice trade. It's a good one.
It's a nice trade, yeah.
All right, I'll say nice too. All right, next one we've got Jaden Reed, Cam Scattaboo, Jordan, or it's not Jordan Higgins. It's Jordan Higgins. Jaden Higgins, sorry. And then other side is Saquon Barkley and Zay Flowers.
So
Let's
Jaden
unpack
Reed,
this one.
Scattaboo, and Higgins for Barkley and Zay Flowers.
Yep.
It's probably a little light. On the Jaden Reed
Reed
Scattaboo side.
I feel like you should get like a second on there or something like that.
Yeah, is there a first rounder on that Jaden Reed Scattaboo side at all? No. Right?
No, it's just
I
three
have
players.
no idea. I was going to say,
No, I'm just saying
I don't know what league this is from. You posted it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, Scattaboo's definitely worth the first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Reed is worth what? Mid-second?
Mid-second currently, yeah. And I would
then
say Higgins is an early second.
Early
He's already
second.
getting
yeah.
enough.
Early
Yeah.
second. He's
Great.
And I think some would even argue because of his usage year one, you would argue a late first. But I
I
think
wouldn't say a late first.
I
Maybe a high
agree.
second and maybe in a late second on top of it, but not
Okay,
a high
that's
first.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Or being a late first, not a late first.
So
So, okay. I mean, it's still a little light. So if you say Zay Flowers is worth a first, right?
Is anybody paying that though? I mean,
Yes.
I think he's worth it, but is anybody paying that?
Yeah, I sold him twice for that price this year.
Was it after week 1? Because I'm assuming that's the only time. Like he's been bad since
No,
week
he's
1.
not. He really has not. You got to go back and look at the numbers, man. He's been.
I
fine.
have. He hasn't finished as a top 24 receiver since week 1.
Wow, really?
Okay. I mean, his numbers have been
let me rephrase that. I saw it online that was the case. I didn't go
consistent. His numbers have been consistently fine. That's a misleading statistic, first of all, and secondly, he's had 2 or 3 50-yard touchdowns called back in the last few weeks.
Yeah, but those don't get you points. I mean, I understand the projection moving forward.
He had 8 for 124 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so maybe it was the week before that I saw.
And he scored a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had 20 and 15 the last 2 weeks, but before that, it's actually accurate. Well,
one,
of course.
I don't think he's ever a true one. So
no,
yeah, it's just
But you don't have to be a true one to be worth like a late first.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, that's fair. A late first is fine.
All right, but then Reed and Higgins for Barkley, it's okay. I
would almost rather say it's Reed and Higgins for Flowers and Scadaboo for Barkley. I think that's because I think I would rather the 2 receivers.
Okay with it. Yeah,
I would rather the 2 receivers over Flowers, and I would rather Scadaboo over Barkley, assuming I'm not trying to win a championship right now.
Okay. All right.
So I think it's a really good trade. Nice convince me.
It's nice. Yeah, you convinced me too. Get a third next time. Jeez, come on.
Yeah, make yourself win.
All right. Tyrone Tracy for a 2027 second.
Geez, who made that trade? That guy's crazy.
Probably you.
I'm sure it was yours.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's fine. It's scary, but every time Tracy gets the opportunity, he succeeds. I mean, he feels like one of those guys as a contender. It's great to have on your bench.
So Scadaboo's worth the first and Tracy's worth the second?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird for a guy that's not even playing.
Well, I mean, we saw his dynasty
his production was,
to, like RB8 or 9 during that period. I mean, Tracy, I don't know if he's ever been top 15 in Dynasty.
He's got the Riz. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, which makes a difference. Just like having the names, it makes a difference.
You like that, Mike?
That was good. It's pretty accurate too, to be honest, for Scadaboo.
So I also saw Tracy go for a second in another league at the late second. So
yeah,
I think that's his value.
I would pay my
late.
26 contender second for him.
I didn't have one.
Yeah,
and I understand what you're saying about 27 seconds because we don't know if the class will be, deep enough for there to be a great player in the late second. Probably not, but it's ammo for you to move up and get the guy you want.
Yeah,
in a really good class.
Yeah, it's just from what little. If 75% of the guys that are eligible come out next year, those mid seconds are going to be really nice.
Todd McShay is just going nuts over next year's class.
It's really, really good, man. Like we need like 50% of the guys to be eligible for this year is what we need.
I'm sorry, a quick sidebar. Do you guys listen to the McShay and Mensch podcast? It's really good. Really, really good. These guys are just such nerds about college football and scouting. It's really fun, but you can tell when McShay gets excited because he can't control the volume of his voice, and he starts screaming into his mic just out of nowhere, and he starts popping into his mic and stuff. It's awesome. He's excited about a player when he can't control. Anyway, but that's how he was about next year's class. He said it could be the greatest quarterback class of all time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a ton changes in college football every year. But
we thought there were a lot of good college quarterbacks this year too, and that wasn't. I don't think.
Well, the problem. I mean, you're right, but the problem is the ones that have been good aren't coming out this year.
Yeah.
Well,
outside of Mendoza, I mean,
up in the air about Dante Moore and Ty Simpson still.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I still don't have faith Moore comes out, but if he does, I have a little bit more excitement for the class.
Yeah, for sure.
Simpson the past couple of weeks has looked worse
Hmm.
as the season's going. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there. But to me, he needs another year, which only boasts the 27 class even more.
All right, naughty or nice?
That's a nice trade, and it's fine.
Yeah, nice. I
Yeah,
mean, I was starting.
It's a flex appeal. You got to do what
Nice.
you got to do.
Yeah.
That's one of those leagues where I looked at my flex and it was 5 points.
Yeah.
It was Devin Singletary. So
Devin
I needed,
like it.
I needed Tracy.
All right. Next, we got JMO on one side, and then Travis Hunter and Mason Taylor on the other side.
Shoo.
Spicy.
Shoo.
I just had to look at how good JMO had been the past couple of weeks. He had wide receiver 3, wide receiver 12, wide receiver 4, donut, wide receiver 8, and wide receiver 2. So 5 out of the last 6 weeks.
He's wide receiver 12 on the year.
He has 7 wide receiver 1 finishes on the season, which is 3rd in the NFL behind JSN and Puka.
Yeah, that's
So
it is wild.
He's been really good as the season's gone. Really about the exact time Chad denounced his love for him.
Yeah,
From that
hop
moment
back on that train,
he's been
Chad.
exactly what Chad thought he was going to be this year. So
Yeah.
thank you, Chad. I actually was able to acquire him a couple places once the value got down some. So thank you.
I mean, I've always had a lot of JMO, and I've been acquiring JMO through the year, and this is my trade, actually. So I just got JMO. This is a team where, Pittman. I was starting Pittman. Like my 3 choices were like Pittman, Marvin Harrison, or Travis Hunter for that spot. And actually, I ended up I need Marvin Harrison to play this week in a flex. So I really kind of just needed to do something. This was made before the Jacoby Myers re-signing by Jacksonville.
Oh, did they re-sign him?
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years, 60 million.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, he has just fit like a glove in that offense. He really makes it go.
Yeah.
It that trade hurts to look at. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I know it had to hurt you trading away those 2 players for JMO.
You love Taylor too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Taylor's
you're
your boy,
a huge
right?
Taylor fan, and I'm assuming you spent a top 5 draft pick on Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could pull the trigger on that. That's one of those that
I sent it.
Oh, I understood you made it. I get it. I'm just telling you.
No, I mean, I sent it. I wasn't even sent to me. I sent it out.
I don't think I could
naughty.
do that. Yeah, that is a naughty trade. I think I think that one's gonna hurt. Unless Travis Hunter turns to a cornerback, and then you're gonna look great. But
I mean, now that Jacoby Myers is re-signed, Brian Thomas, I mean, has the outside role. That's not going to be Travis Hunter's role. It's a little scary for his upside. It's really scary for Hunter's upside.
It does make it a little bit more interesting with that re-signing.
I'm not saying he can't be a good player, out of the slot, be a slot flanker and rotate with Myers, and they could play similar roles and play off each other. I'm not saying that can't happen, but like I said, it caps his upside big time.
Yeah.
So that was part of my thought process, was that they could bring him back. And if that happened, it's really scary. And this is the second share of Travis Hunter I've gotten out of.
Yeah, I only have 1 share.
I have like 5. I had like 4 or 5. So I just needed to divest and to get a player that, I mean, I'll say, I meant to say this at the top of this trade. Jameson Williams is my number 1 trade target for a contender right now.
Okay.
He's the most acquirable for the value that you're going to get, points wise.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue currently.
I'm expecting wide receiver 1 numbers out of him, and otherwise, like for a young player, good luck. You know what I mean? Like you have to go up to the AJ Brown, Mike Evans. I mean, not that they're in the same age bracket, but you know what I mean. You have to go into the veteran pool.
I got you.
Yeah,
that's fair. All right. Next up,
so it's nice trade. That was a nice trade.
Naughty.
No, you're naughty. You're naughty. All right, DK Metcalf or a 27 first and a 27 fourth.
Naughty.
Yeah, you're going to regret that one. But
I'm
again,
not paying a
if it,
27 first for DK. No way.
yeah,
Yanni.
if it wins you a
I wouldn't either.
championship, it wins you a championship. But yes, that one's going to hurt.
Well, the problem is DK is so like I don't know if I don't want to start him. That's why I made I made trades to not have to start him in Einstein in Einstein's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't feel much different to me than T. Higgins. Like I just don't feel much different.
Really? T. Higgins puts up numbers every time he's in there. I mean, is it because of the injury or?
Well, I mean, part of that, yeah, but
DK didn't put up anything for weeks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't. They don't feel much different to me.
He did. I mean, what was it? 8 weeks in a row without 10 PPR points. It was really bad.
He's
That's
come
not
on.
T.
He's come on lately, though, right?
I mean, he had one big game
Hmm.
when they inexplicably opened up the offense and threw it around the yard, and the next game they went right back to running it.
Yeah, but he did have a touchdown. So I mean, 3 out of the last 4 weeks, he's been right at 15 points or higher. So I mean, that's kind of what I would expect out of Higgins.
Yes, but okay. Yes, that is what
That's kind of what I'm
expect.
saying. Like they're about the same for me.
Yeah. You've always been so down on T. Higgins, Mike.
For a good reason.
Mike, DK, no, for just like weird bias reasons. Mike, DK or T. Higgins?
T. Higgins.
Yeah, come on.
I said similar. I would take T. Higgins as well. I said similar.
It's gross. This is a naughty trade.
It is naughty.
Yeah, I agree with that still.
Josh Otis.
Another play on the naughty list. Or do you got something, Jesse?
No, I just
okay.
Let's go to the next.
Quentin Johnson for a 27-second.
I mean,
Who cares, really, to be honest with you, but
I don't understand why this trade was made.
I don't trust. I wouldn't trust starting Quentin Johnson. So
Exactly.
yeah.
But at the same time, it better be more than it. But it is. It's a playoff second, probably, right? So it's a late second.
Yeah, we'll see when that second comes around if QJ's still worth more than that pick.
yeah, if it doesn't get re-signed,
there's a lot of variables there that could make him not become worth more than that second.
I hear you. I think he looked really good when that offense was actually moving and he was healthy earlier in the year. So
yeah,
he's under contract. They're committed to him. I think it's.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a decent avenue that with assuming Keenan is done. I would think Keenan's done. Maybe he's not, but
he seems done.
Yeah, it opens up a good opportunity where it's McConkey, Johnston, and Gadsden moving forward.
Yeah.
I would still like for them to bring in one more guy, but it's still an avenue for him to get touches. But who cares? It's a future second. You can acquire another future second without the price being that high.
I just think it's an underpay for QJ. He's 2 seconds, mid and late.
I feel like he was when he was producing more. I don't think he's 2 seconds anymore.
I mean, you guys were saying he was worth a first when he was producing.
There's no you guys here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to look up your receipts.
Please.
Naughty.
Yeah, it's naughty.
All right. This one's interesting. So Michael Wilson for a 27-second and a 27-third. Is he just a product of Marv being out? Or is he really that good?
No idea yet.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean, he's been on the team for a while, so.
We debated this in our Discord a little bit today. Austin posted something about the one game when Brissett, Marvin Harrison, and Michael Wilson were in there. Michael Wilson, his targets were 4 or 5, I guess. And then,
well, it was first read percentages.
Oh, first read percentage. That's
so
what it was.
He's been like 35% or higher every week. There's been no MHJ. And the 1 week they had MHJ, it was 16%, which obviously his production went down considerably with that as well. So it was more interesting. I didn't really mean it as anything. It could obviously be, like you said, a 1-game sample size that doesn't matter. But I did find it quite interesting how different the offense looked as a first read target with their best receiver. Well, what we think their best receiver is.
But it could matter.
Yeah.
There's all kind of psychologies that go into it. Coaches trying to save their jobs by making their first round pick look good. Quarterback trying to save his job by throwing to the first round wide receiver. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that go into that. But Michael Wilson's been awesome. This was me and Austin that made this trade, by the way.
Yeah.
I have a team that I took over was an orphan. This is my first year with the team. They were the third worst team in the league last year, and now I found myself in the semis. So I was going to start Xavier Worthy as a receiver, so I had to do something. I really don't want to spend assets from this team, but I owed it to myself to not start Xavier Worthy. So I tried to get JMO actually, but your boy Nath Austin, he's now your boy, by the way.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. He is the boy.
I love Nate. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a good
I
dude.
love him.
That's my
I love
dog.
him too. You guys know I love him, but he's stingy.
Well, you're welcome, because I wasn't letting them sell JMO for cheaper than what we discussed. Me and him were discussing that trade that you were offering, and I said no, that's not the price.
Oh my god,
it's got to be more than that.
A first and a second.
Yeah.
So
win you a championship.
So you just told me I just paid that. We just discussed the trade where I paid that.
No. You traded a top 5 pick and a second for JMO, and I said that's risky. I didn't say it wasn't going to work. I said that's extremely risky.
Travis Hunter is no longer worth a top 5 pick. You're lucky if people look at him as a first.
Of course,
as worth a first.
And I never said that anything other than I know that had to hurt because of what you just spent on it. And I still don't.
Naughty.
I think you're going to regret it. But my
that's
thing,
what I told
Nath, what I told Nath was, he's a 24-year-old receiver that you don't have to move right now. So if you don't get an offer you're not happy with, don't move him. I said I would not move JMO for a late 26 first.
And a second.
It's also a late second, which does even way less to excite me.
Yeah.
How do you know that? My team's not all that good.
You're in the playoffs.
You're in the quarterfinals, right?
Yeah. You're in semifinals.
It's a sin team,
so
it took a lot of luck to get there.
But it's
worst
guaranteed,
case, it's best case 109, 209. So,
but it was a 27 second.
Oh, okay. My fault.
So what I'm saying is that's probably not a second.
I mean, okay. Point still stands. As a 26 first, a late one is not enough of a piece to excite me to move off of JMO currently.
So he was talking to you and he's telling me, oh, I forgot to respond.
Well, I mean, just because I talked to him doesn't mean that was any time of the same frame when y'all talked.
Oh man! All right, we got to rapid fire some. So
all right, let's do it.
How about some of these next ones? You guys say naughty and which side you like better, or nice if you think it's a good trade. So we got George Kittle, 2027 second.
Naughty.
Yeah, naughty. Kittle.
He's naughty. Yeah, he could be a league winning tight end.
Yeah, ridiculous price. Yeah.
All right. Terry McLaurin for Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders.
Memphis. This is our boy Memphis Young. Naughty. You're naughty to Memphis. You're trading a real wide receiver, Terry McLaurin, he's a winning player. I mean, yeah, he's older, but for Cleveland's quarterback room, Cleveland's quarterback room now, not next year.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it came with a clause like you get 2026 starter for Cleveland. I'd probably be way more interested in that.
I might do that.
I played a fantasy league like that once. It was while I was deployed. It was hosted by the Broncos, and you drafted the team QB. So you always had the QB. I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool thing. Not great for Dynasty, but I think
it wouldn't work for that. But for redraft, it is very interesting
for him, Matt. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'm saying naughty. Give me T-Mac even. All right. This is a good one. Achane for Scatterboo and Garrett Wilson.
Woof.
That's a really interesting trade. I can't wait to talk to Chad about this trade. He's the one that acquired Achane in this trade.
I mean, I call it nice, but I like the Achane side.
I mean, so I'm not going to...
Quite a bit.
I put more stock into this than I should, but I really do like to look at matchups when I'm making these trades. Of hey, do I got a chance to get a 0 or something crazy? I mean,
sure, at this time of year, absolutely.
They're playing the Bengals now. Granted, Tua did get benched, so who knows how this goes? But playing the worst run defense in the league right now that makes it even more interesting. I hate it because it's against me, of course, but I'm going to say nice on this one.
Yeah, it's a really nice trade. I love the trade.
Path the points. Honestly, I wouldn't trade a chain for that.
Interesting. I think it's a really good avenue for both sides, to be honest.
Scatterboo is not. He's too scary for me. He's not solid enough that he's going to be like a. I need a guy. If I'm tearing down
that guy, yeah, that's a big piece, man. Like if they go and get Kyler or Tua or any of these other quarterbacks in limbo right now, or Fernando Mendoza. Yeah. Like his outlook is going to change so much over this offseason. I mean,
I hear you. That's why I haven't traded him off.
Correct. Same. And I've really tried not to because of this. But Wilson's a big piece. I mean, I understand the worry.
But is that enough to get to a chain who's a top 5 running back in Dynasty? And he's young.
Depends on your outlook with such a stat for me. Like that's kind of the.
See, that's the problem I have. Is Scat's just too up in the air whether he's going to be a number 1 running back when he's healthy, whether he's going to be able to stay healthy with his style. If he's just going to be all riz, all flash, and no substance.
The cool thing is you don't have to hold on to that. Yeah, it can be one of those pieces that as soon as he gets back up, as soon as he gets back up to that RB8 price point. Just like I did with the earlier in the season when we discussed, I traded Scat and my Contenders first for JT.
I'm still not trading a smash player like a chain for a problem. Not a problem.
I get it.
But something else, something that I have to flip. You know what I mean? When I have a player that's that good, I would Genty and a first. You know what I mean? Like almost Gibbs price.
Yeah, I think this is a way that your roster can get better. When you're not a good roster and you're trying to figure out how to gain more depth, say you don't have a lot of first and you just don't have a good roster, this is one of those shots that you can take and it can work out for you. You're already a bad roster. It could not work out, but it's worth a shot to me.
I really do wish Chad was here because I would like to ask him some questions. I want to know if that was his limit or if the other guy could have squeezed a little more out of him. I'm very curious about that.
And I would like to know, you're as a Giants fan, you're trading away Scatterboo. Like, is that you saying, like you said, are you trying to reduce shares because of the volatility of the player? Or is it just you just wanted Achane to go ahead and try to win a championship?
Yeah. All right. We said rapid fire, so.
Well, that one wasn't going to be. I wanted to make sure that one wasn't going to be.
You're good. It was a good one. Next up, we got Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley for Pat Bryant, Brenton Strange, and 326 firsts.
Seconds,
sorry.
Which are all late. I checked this. They're all late. They're all contender seconds. They're all contender seconds.
That's naughty.
Yeah, I thought this was ridiculous, dude.
I had no idea where they were, to be honest.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure.
I was throwing random ones, and he countered with that, so I took it.
Yeah, I don't understand what somebody's thought process is on that, but hey, yeah.
You skipped one.
Well, because I don't want to talk JMO anymore.
Well, I do because I want to refirm the price. All right, say the
Jameson Williams for 2026 first, 106.
It's 106. Yeah.
I think that's a really good trade.
Nice.
I think it's a really good trade.
That is me again.
Yeah.
All right. Then on one side we got Stephon Diggs, Amon-Ra, and 2/5 for Garrett Wilson, Trey Tucker, the 27 first, and a 28 second.
All right. Can you take the fluff out and tell me the big pieces?
Diggs and St. Brown for Wilson, a 27 first and a 28 second.
And Trey Tucker is worth a second, probably.
Is he?
It's late second.
I don't think so. But
yeah,
sure.
I don't think so either. But
I don't.
It's a pretty good trade. It's kind of if I had Amon-Ra, I think Wilson in a 27 first would entice me enough to move off of him. And then the second for Diggs, it's probably a little light, but as you said, Trey Tucker's in there too. If you like Trey Tucker, then that's fine. It's a nice trade.
I say nice. Jesse?
Yeah, it's a nice trade.
All right. Next up, we got Kirk and Cousins and Joe Burrow for Patrick Mahomes, and we'll say 26 second.
This freaks me out that you can get that they can get that done.
Wow.
That you can get Burrow for that?
Yeah.
I thought
All
so
right,
too.
so-
And Austin did one similar. He traded
Yes, I
Burrow away for Patrick Mahomes in a second. I thought that was
Right.
kind of crazy.
And then we had another one that was Hurts for Mahomes in a third. All right, so I sent Mahomes in a second for Burrow, and he countered with he wants a first.
I mean, you just say no and move to the next
Yeah,
big
no.
quarterback. I mean, that's
There isn't another next big quarterback.
then you buy a
Just say
cheaper
no.
quarterback. Yeah.
Just say no.
To me, the way
Are you
so,
down tiering from Mahomes and getting a pick?
very few guys, so probably not. I honestly don't know who I would be comfortable down tiering from because I'm guessing Mahomes is towards the bottom of that elite tier now, and I don't know if I feel good enough about any of those other guys. I mean, obviously, it depends on the plus. You know, if somebody's going to throw me something crazy, then maybe. But
Oh, my bad. He has Hurts as well.
Mm.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna counter, and I'm gonna throw in.
but Mike, you brought up.
I'm gonna
I mean-
do the second and a third, and I'm gonna counter with that, and then I'm gonna do the same thing for Hurts. That's fair, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You know, you asked me why I made the trade, which I traded Burrow for Mahomes in a 27 second. One, I still think Burrow's the more injury prone player.
Yeah. Mahomes
I
is
think-
his first big injury, right? So
Yeah.
it's fair.
Two, knowing Mahomes, he will be back week one. That's just kind of it feels like, you know, barring something unforeseen, he just feels like that kind of player. Like, I'm not going to be missing this quarterback week one. Three, I also have Jaden Daniels, Kyler Murray, and JJ McCarthy. So I have multiple quarterbacks that if Mahomes isn't available, I'm not losing that much. And the thing for me is gaining 27 assets for two players that I view in the exact same tier. I didn't need the points the rest of the season. Let me just gain another 27 draft pick. It's kind of
okay.
where I
That's
was
fair.
at with that.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know about him being back and being himself by week one.
Yeah, I'm worried about him not being himself, but I think he'll be back no
Yeah.
matter what. There's his mindset.
Yeah, that's how I viewed
How
it.
the
It's
season's
Mahomes.
ending. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's more the
I
second.
mean, it's a mess. Their offseason it's going to be really interesting. They're like 40 million over the cap, if I'm not mistaken. And it's, you know, it is going to be interesting, but I think they figure out a way to appease him to some extent.
I mean, if you want to spend money, the cap's not real.
True.
All right, we got a couple more. We kind of already talked Hurts Mahomes there. So what about Garrett Wilson, 226 firsts for Jamar Chase?
I love it. Down tiering away from Chase for that price point for the reasons I spoke about Garrett Wilson already.
Yeah.
If he gets a quarterback, just one that the Dynasty community believes in, that price point's going to get a lot closer really fast.
Yeah, I like
So,
it too.
Yeah, I think that's worth the risk.
Especially if you can move one of those 26s to 27 in the rookie draft or close to it.
Yep.
Definitely. Dicing too.
Jesse?
Nice,
what
nice.
do you-
Jesse, thoughts? I say nice.
Yeah, nice.
Is it enough? You're saying that's enough for Chase?
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
for me, yeah.
It is for me, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice trade. That's a nice trade. I'm very biased. It really upset me because I'm in this league and I got to play against Chad.
Yeah,
who
play
got-
against Chase.
Who got Chase? So
I thought Chad traded away Chase.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
he traded. Oh no, well he traded him to
The guy you're
yeah,
playing. The guy you're playing. Okay, gotcha.
Well, if I get through this week, I'll have to play most likely.
Oh, so you're pre-worried.
Always pre-worried. All right, JSN is up to around 13.5. It's okay.
Yeah, I can live with it.
It's not a disaster.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose because of JSN. Right? Oh my goodness.
Any more, Mike?
Last one was, we just hit it briefly. Around Gadsden for Pickens in a 1.75.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm taking Gadsden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take.
I'll take.
I can't do
I
that.
don't even like Pickens really that much right now, but I would take.
It's really naughty,
Right
and
there.
that's our boy Chad again, just stealing.
I know, and he's playing me, of course, again. So he's just adding to the pain
Yeah,
of the league. I'm going to have no chance in now.
I'm really curious to see what that looks like in August. I wish I could remember that trade because there are avenues that both players either gain or lower value substantially. If the Chargers make the playoffs and Gadsden goes crazy, his value goes crazy. If Pickens doesn't get re-signed and doesn't go to Aldo Place, his value drops. But currently, right now, it's definitely Pickens pretty easy.
That's it.
All right, I guess we're in overtime.
Fun.
You guys see anything good? Do anything fun?
I've watched lots of stuff.
Let's hear it.
So I've got too much time on my hand, apparently.
Get on me.
I did finally finish Yellowstone. So the last couple episodes,
nice.
I don't know why I'd waited forever. And I was like, I should finish this show. I had to watch like a whole recap just to make sure I knew where I was. It was okay. I like the ending. I was like, nice. Welcome to Derry. I know I've talked about it a lot, but the finale was here. Austin, have you started it yet?
No.
Oh, the finale was epic. Totally blew the universe wide open, and it made it pretty awesome.
Universe. Everything is its own universe now.
Well, I think Stephen King thought of it a while ago, so it's an old book. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool how it works.
None of this stuff was in the book.
Yes, it is.
The little demon baby
It
was in the book.
Quotes some of the book, but yeah.
The little demon baby.
No. That's the only thing you know, Jesse. You can't say can't say that. But yeah, so just epic, awesome show. I can't wait for the next season. And then I didn't know it was coming out, but Fallout season 2 started last night. And so I was kind of excited by that. Never played the games, but I really enjoyed the first season of the show. I think they got some really good actors and actresses. So Fallout season 2, if you're down for that, Amazon Prime.
Cool.
What about you guys?
All her fault. Terrible show. All her fault. It's a limited series. It's like,
oh, that's the name of the show. All her fault.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Fallout, and I was like, is it really her fault?
Did you guys know Dakota Fanning's now an adult and still an actress?
Yes.
Yeah, she's in it. I mean, she's actually not bad. She's a good actress.
Yeah, she's a pretty good actress.
The lead in this show, All Her Fault, is just she's always at 8 intensity level, and then randomly will spike to 14, 27 on a scale of 10, just out of nowhere. We're out of milk. We're out of milk. Yeah, she's just so intense, and I just can't. It's once you get to maximum intensity level, you can't go higher, and she tries.
So I looked at, I'd never seen her anything, so I just typed All Her Fault. And the picture of the main character, she is like scowling like this.
Yes.
Like it is full serious. So at least that
She
is
makes that
fitting.
face through the whole show. It's hilarious. And so it's supposed to be one of these things where it's like a big twist, at the end. And yeah, it's definitely something you don't see coming, but it's stupid and it would never happen. So it makes you feel
Did
like
she admit that she was wrong?
You know what, guys? It's my fault. We can just move on.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, it was terrible. But one thing that I did watch that was awesome, Shrek the Halls. Listen, if you got a half hour, it's a Shrek holiday special. Why would you not? It's a lot of fun. It's a good message for the kids, about sharing friendship on a holiday season. It was really good. It's really good. I enjoyed it.
I'll have to add that for the kids.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever seen that one.
It's a wholesome message, and it's fun. It's actually funny. So I like Shrek movies, so they make me laugh.
I've watched just a bunch of Christmas stuff. I'm trying to think of what all we watched, like Mickey's A Christmas Carol, one of my favorites. Nice. Watched Elf. I've watched Home Alone 1 and 2. Just all kinds of Christmas stuff. Just going through the list of stuff we watch before Christmas.
Nice.
I would love if it wasn't if it was actually fun to listen to, I would love to do like a Field of 64 or I don't know how many, maybe Field of 32 Christmas movie brackets.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it in the Discord.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. Join the Discord if you want to get on the Field of 64 Christmas movies. And Die Hard will be in it. I proclaim.
I agree.
Okay. So Die Hard's a Christmas movie, Austin?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't argue it. I don't necessarily say it has a Christmas feel to it, but I'm not going to argue that it's a Christmas movie.
It happens at Christmas. It was released at Christmas originally.
Yeah.
In the theaters. So,
what was that? When it was black and white still, or is that, or was it color when those came out?
Stop motion.
I was 73 when it came out.
I believe it.
I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Gremlins also a Christmas movie.
That one I'm gonna argue just because I don't really like it, so that's why.
I've never seen it, so
yeah.
You don't like Gremlins?
Not really.
I know of it.
It's probably nostalgia for me. It's probably the only reason I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably when you were like in your mid-20s and you're like, oh, this is the best.
1985, actually, I was 5th grade. It was the greatest year for movies ever. Look up all the movies that came out in 1985. It's really impressive. It's like E.T., Gremlins. I forget what else. Might have been Return of the Jedi was 83, but it was a lot of just great movies.
Well, you said 2, so I'm hoping there's a lot more.
There are. I just, I don't remember things.
That's true. When I typed in 65, your birth year, my fault.
The Goonies, Back to the Future.
Yeah. See, there you go. Goonies came out.
The Boys
Breakfast
Next
Club.
Door. Let's go on. Okay, all right. This is a pretty good year. The original
European
Clue.
Vacation.
Oh yeah, Clue. That's
Rocky
a cult classic.
4.
Rocky 4.
Back to the
Drago.
Future. Yeah, that's Back to the Future. Okay.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
That's
I'm telling you,
pretty
it's the
strong
greatest
year.
greatest year of movies ever. My 5th, and I lived across the street from a movie theater, and they were $2.
That seems kind of expensive back then.
It was lunch money for 2 days, man. Just don't eat lunch for 2 days. You can see a movie. Yeah. All right, we got anything else, guys?
That's it for me, man.
All right, good luck, everybody, in the playoffs. Win your championships. Hopefully we helped. It's been the front office.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the front office. The lights are low, the boards are lit, and the Dynasty clock is ticking. From the heart of the startup draft to the championship throne, one crew rules the long game. Give it up for the undisputed architects of empire, Dynasty front.